I'm gonna run you through some meals today. I'm gonna give you a little insight on what the food is and break it down for you as we go along. First thing I'm actually going to do before I even have my food on the go is I take a greens product. So this is a GI juice. It's a combination of greens and digestive enzymes, which are going to actually help you with digestion of the food that comes after this. So we're going to prepare breakfast, but in a simultaneous fashion. We're also going to prepare our rice for the day. So I've got my rice cooker here. Our daily amount is 600 grams dry weight. This is probably the most important meal of the day in my opinion. It's one of the most nutrient dense and it's probably one of the most varied in terms of food types. We're going to actually prepare, number one, we're going to have some egg whites. We're going to have some whole eggs. We're going to have some steak that's already pre-cut. So we're going to get the pan on some heat. We're going to get some cream of rice on the go as well, which is going to be our carbohydrates for breakfast. And that will be accompanied by one banana and some blueberries. So all in all, it's a really good breakfast. I've only got 30 rounds. They're going to get a load out right now and come and smack us to pieces. Oh shit. So, we can have 3 ingredients. Turkey burgers that weigh 100 grams each, we can have 2 of those. Greens, of course. And some of the rice that we put on earlier. Food time, meal before training. Very important meal of the day, obviously because it's going to fuel the workout. All the meals that you have in a day are important, but this is especially important. So we've got 200 grams of chicken, a handful of vegetables, and in terms of rice, I have 150 grams of non-cooked rice per meal. And then all we do with this meal as well, I add additional fats from some olive oil, literally 10 grams of olive oil to accompany this meal. So we've got 2 things I'm going to have during training today. One's our coconut water, and on top of that I'm going to have my essential amino acids from Redcon, 30 grams of grunt, and 500 milliliters of coconut water. And then what I'll do is I'll top the rest of this up with just regular water and sip that during training. So really good for getting a good pump during training, really good to help aid recovery, and tastes bloody great as well. Some special juicing. So post-workout, we get home, and then what we do is we immediately have a scoop of whey, which is there. Let me just grab it. Obviously Redcon do isotope, which is just an isolate. So I just have an isolate after training, or sometimes I have MRE light, which is just a different protein that we do, but they're both low carb. So this is going to be about 24 grams of protein, just nice and quick, we drink this, and then after about 10 minutes, I literally going to have 50 grams of cream of rice with 50 grams of jam. And that's my carbs. So obviously this is my protein, that's my carbs. Time for some cream of rice. This is actually a cherry bakewell flavoured cream of rice. If you don't know what cherry bakewell is, just type it on Google, check it out. Very nice tasting. So we've got 50 grams in there. I've already cooked it, as you can see, so it's puffed up. I'm gonna add 50 grams of my bramble jelly. Bramble jelly is actually just blackberries, I believe. Yep, blackberries. Don't ask why, it doesn't matter what jam it is. And then we're gonna have a scoop of grunt and a scoop of Moab alongside that, and that's it. Do you want some? So we've had our post-workout cream of rice and jam, and then we've also had intra-workout and all that lark. So we're moving on now to the first big solid meal after training, which is beef and rice. Obviously, like I said, we've got 600 grams of rice in there at the beginning of the day. It was divided into 4 servings. I am going to be a messy bastard and put my hand in and just pull out a quarter. And I'm going to add 200 grams of this beef here. So we've got to go 200 grams. Oh, look at that. One handful did it, 200 grams on the dot. Beautiful. And then all we're going to add to this meal is one ripe banana. Glamorous as that looks, that is the next meal. It's been probably about 2.5, maybe even 3 hours since that last meal. So we're just going to make the next one, which involves a couple of ingredients. Green beans, some salmon, and we're going to have the last portion of the rice from in here. So with a fillet and a half, nice handful of green beans. 10 ml of olive oil to that, and salt and pepper, and then that is my second to last meal. I look tired is because I am. Last meal's going in. It's actually 4 in the morning. I fell asleep. So sometimes I fall asleep after the previous meal, and then I just get up in the night and eat this meal as and when. 2 scoops of our Red Quant MRE Light, my Dutch apple pie flavour, and then we've got 3 slices of granary bread, and they're drizzled with olive oil, and that's it. Very easy.